Welcome to the Swirl Suite, everybody. I'm Sarita. Blame me up. You can follow us on social media at Swirl Suite. Everybody's in the house today. Set.
What's up?
Hello.
What's going on, peoples?
You guys want to introduce yourself before we start yapping?
Who doesn't know who we are?
Right.
People
And what-
might not.
Who we are.
Oh my God.
Hi, we're not going to get on Sarita's nerves tonight. I'm
Right. I'm like, read the
Nothing but
bio.
trouble. Nothing but trouble.
It's in the details. Is this in the show notes?
We did take a 2-week break, so I don't know.
We might have some new listeners. You're right. Glennis Vino Noir, social media, Facebook, Ari Wine, Vino Noir, Instagram, Vino Noir. Love all things wine. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Swirl Suite. None of us have a glass in our hand tonight, though. What's going on?
This is the sober episode.
Oh, yeah, that's right. My bad. Water.
Even though
we're not supposed to drink today?
we're not included, but we're going to talk about it. It just so happens that none of us have wine today.
We were being compliant.
Yeah. Leslie, what's up?
This is Leslie, Vino 301 Wine Concierge, all things Maryland wine, Vino 301 on most of the social networks, and nothing much. I am putting my house on the market, so I feel like a beat down slave.
What?
To get your house ready is ridiculous.
Oh my goodness.
It is. Oh my God. I remember that twice.
Wait, you're selling your house and doing what? I have questions.
Exactly.
Okay, so
Want to run a room?
no judgment.
No judgment.
I do not have a place to go. I feel like, what's his name, Richard Gere? I got no place to go.
You in the room, Vino 301. I got you.
Oh, thank you.
Do we need to put out an open call? I mean, we are, recording live.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Exactly.
looking for sponsors, any and all sponsors for housing.
She makes a mean gumbo.
Well, she knows how to set a elegant dinner setting.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to assume that you have an impeccable driving record because
Yes,
there
exactly. There we go.
Yeah.
Wow.
These are all assets.
Yeah,
All
that's
things
exciting.
Yeah.
Thank you for marketing me.
And that other voice is Girl Meets Glass, Tanisha Townsend. She didn't introduce herself.
There you go. It's me.
Gladys, how are homecoming?
Whoo, child. Recovery is not the same. Didn't we just say this is sober episode? But okay, since we
maybe that's why it's a sober episode, because after
Exactly.
right,
to drink a couple gallons of water.
detox. It was off the as usual. Had a ball, partied. Like that's too cliche, so I won't say that. Just party.
99.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say it. See, why you say it? Partied a lot. Got to see some old folks that I hadn't seen in a while. Actually stayed in the city. Went to Maxwell's one night. After hanging out at the Marriott and drinking, we went to Maxwell's and drank some more wine. Okay, how was that for being sober? And
We hadn't started the movement then. It's okay.
oh, that's right.
Right. You came to the movement late.
Okay, my bad. Yep, that's it.
It's okay.
What you said.
I got
Oh my God.
You remember that episode of Boondocks where Grandpa came late to the movement with his sign, the march is over?
I remember where they had the Luther sandwiches. I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Because my conversations always go back to fried chicken. So
You know it's coming back. You know the Boondocks is coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Why did it go away? Did we ever get a real explanation of that?
I don't know. Do you know?
I don't. I think what's his name? Aaron McGruger just got tired of black folks and he was like, I'm putting my pen down and walking away.
Hmm.
Wow.
I mean, that's real because we can be annoying. All right?
Tanisha, you went to a tasting today.
Oh my gosh. Yes. For Greek wine.
Yes. Oh.
Nice.
Please share. Please share.
It was a whole tourism situation. So it was a presentation about tourism for northern Greece and central Macedonia. And so they did some presentations about that. They went back and forth between French and English. So I was like, yes, I understand everything. I can speak freely. I can ask all the questions I want, taste all the wine I want. I didn't even taste all the wine they had there because it was about maybe 7 or 8 different producers. I mean, I'm saying 7 or 8 different producers, like that's a lot. But then each one of those producers had like 6 wines. And so I was like, well, I don't want to die. And it wasn't that long a period of time. So I think I had it from like 4 different producers. But what was really cool is there was a Retsina producer there. And so I had a few different styles of Retsina, which I need to read about that again because I wasn't understanding the whole process of Retsina because it's a process and not like a grape.
Yeah. Please report back.
I left with some wines.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Yeah, I was talking to this one lady that was a producer there, and I think she was just excited to see another woman and then to see that I was, of a darker hue. And she was just like, oh, so what do you do? What's going on with you? And she was like, she wasn't a grandma, but she had that grandma feel. Like, come on, baby, come talk to me. Well, what you doing? What's your job about? What are you doing in your life? So she poured me all her wines, and they were all natural, organic. And she had a pet nat, and I was like, "This is nice." She was like, "Girl, let me give you a bottle." I said,
"Oh, okay,
okay." And then she's like, "Do you have a bag, girl? Let me find you a bag." I was like, well, you are somebody special." So
you need to keep in touch with her.
I know. Exactly. She was like, "I don't have a car, but you can talk to my son." I was like, "Can I?" And then I looked at her son. I was like,
Did she smell like mothballs?
No, she didn't.
Oh my gosh.
Didn't. No, she didn't. But no, she was just saying. Or being and they were all invited me to northern Greece. I was like, listen, I'll come. All right. You'll sit with me. Okay.
We're there.
I was like, I've never been to Greece, so tell me what y'all need from me. Do y'all need one of my cars? What do y'all, which I don't have, so I need to work on that. But anyway, so that was a tasting. It was great. A lot of the producers there were doing natural and organic styles. So I guess that is a whole nother movement that's happening too. People are moving toward that. But one person did mention that they are really trying to go full organic, but they can't because the people around them aren't. So you can't say that you're organic if everybody around you is like, no, we're not organic.
Yeah.
So why you doing all that work? As soon as the wind blow, all those pesticides come over to your vineyard.
Or let it rain. Let it rain.
Let it rain. Exactly.
So she said that they just use the natural designation instead of saying fully, organic or biodynamic. And I was like, that is a very interesting phenomenon. But
really
so that was northern Greece. Cool.
Nice.
Oh, and I ate a bunch of Greek desserts. Oh my goodness. They tried to give me a plate to take. I was like, why do y'all think I need this whole plate?
Where was this held at?
It was at this small Greek restaurant. And we were like, and then not even a restaurant. It was more like I don't even know what you call it in America because we don't have stuff like this. But a place where you can go and get fresh food, but like to go, like, so deli kind of like.
Okay.
And then the upstairs part. So like we had to stand up the entire time. So they did a presentation and talked. And then they had the tasting. I was like, I didn't wear the right shoes for this. And it was a small space and I was burning up. Luckily I have bangs, so you couldn't tell I was sweating. So there's that.
Oh,
But yeah, they gave out a lot of information, so it's stuff that I have to go through later. So,
Do you even have access to Greek wines?
do I have access to
Do you? Yeah.
A lot of those I don't. If I go to certain places, I can find a Greek wine. I have to go to like a specialty Greek restaurant or Greek trattoria, as they call them. Yeah, then I can find it.
Yeah.
Or one person was like, "Well, you just got to come to Greece." I was like, "Okay," because that's a viable option. All right.
It's a trip that you want to take. Trust me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. After they were showing the pictures of the vineyards and then showing me some of their tourism packages, I was like, "What? Why have I not been there?"
Yeah.
They were like, "Yeah, you could come to our vineyard and we walk around the vineyard and we do a tasting and then we take you in the cab and it's €5 a person." I was like, "What? €5 a glass?" He was like, "No, we do 3 glasses." I was like, "The €5? Oh my gosh. Okay. See you soon." So I'll figure that out. Clearly that's going to be on the 2020 plan because the 2019 plan is full. That's done.
Can't wait to hear all about it.
Yeah.
Sarita, what have you been up to?
Yeah.
Nothing much. I turned 39.
Making a 40 meals.
39?
Yes, I turned 39.
Baby, good little baby. Baby. Okay, you the baby.
Shut up, Glenn. I wasn't really in the mood for peopling, so I just spent the day at the spa.
I know that's right.
And ate some crabs.
Good for you.
And that was it.
That sounds like a good day. And it also sounds like a very Sarita day. Sounds like a very Sarita way to spend the day.
Yeah. Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Nice.
I used my coupon from DSW and got some new shoes.
Well, there you go.
Yep, there it is.
Now that is a Sarita day.
That's all I got. Yep, that's it. That is it. And I can't believe October is over.
How about that?
I know.
I'm okay with it. November's the best month anyway.
Oh boy. Oh wait, both of y'all birthdays in November.
Yeah.
Hooray!
Oh my goodness. So we have a short topic today, and this keeps popping up in my
so short.
And I wanted y'all to hear about this. So there is a whole sober movement. And we can thank the
Do they have a website? I'm sorry.
A website. Yes, they have a website. They have hashtags. They have influencers. And these are all people who do not drink.
And do we know this so we can look it up? Because, of course.
Yeah, all you got to look up is a hashtag sober movement. But there's a website, the sober movement.
Are these people, do they look happy?
Do they look stressed out?
Right. Do they look happy?
So you got to realize this isn't really our generation. It's younger. So it's the millennials and younger. You know, they grew up in a world with avocado and kale and wraps and juicing. And so they took a hold of this whole wellness movement and they took it to another level with being sober. So, and
this is the same movement that vapes, right? This is the same people.
Right.
You know, I don't think so.
Oh, I hope not. Because that ain't real healthy right about now.
You're right. You're right. But it's becoming bigger and bigger. And so much so that, like I said, they're influencers. They have sober bars where you go to an actual bar and they make craft cocktails with no liquor, no spirits.
And let me tell you, I have had, I have seen them on the menu because they are starting to pop up a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and they are equally as pricey as a cocktail.
Yes.
Which I don't understand.
That's what I was getting ready to ask, Leslie. What's the prices of these?
Some of them are like $10 up to $16 for one cocktail.
Yeah.
Right. Like you can pay the same amount and be happy. Why?
Absolutely not. Just say no. Hashtag no sober movement.
And they two of the bars are in New York, of course, because that's where everything kicks off. But
Right.
yeah, the look and the feel, I saw pictures of it and little videos. It's an actual, it looks like a real bar. Everybody has their cocktails. Some of them have flowers and froth and all of the things, but there is absolutely no alcohol in there.
Mm.
So you
They do have
a
you
lot
ever
of
tasted?
chaser. No, I was just saying you paying for chaser.
Yeah.
Pretty much. $16 for no rum and Coke.
Which is crazy. I'm like $16 for like cranberry juice.
Exactly.
And orange juice mixed together.
Yeah.
Ocean spray guys outside in the cranberry.
I mean, throw a little ginger ale in it and some bitters, and then there you go, huh?
And they do have like ginger. I'm sorry, Sarita. It's like ginger or all these exotic herbs and bitters and what have you. Still no alcohol.
Yes. Yep. And then, so the industry is really responding to this because the non-alcoholic section in Total Wine is growing. They have wines, they have beers, they have ciders, all with no alcohol, and even Heineken.
They also have that liquor. Have you heard of Seedlip? It's the quote unquote liquor that's no alcohol. It's like,
now, why do we need that? Why? Now this I don't understand. Why do I need that?
No, seriously, look it up. I actually tasted it at a conference, of course.
That almost frustrated me.
me.
There is no reason for a non-alcoholic liquor.
Right.
Yeah, but I think it's a vodka. Hold on, I gotta look. Yeah, but it's called Seedlip, and they're like, see, and it tastes just like a vodka. I was like, but I would just drink vodka.
The vodka.
Also, vodka doesn't taste like anything, so there's that.
So they bottling water as a liquor for the non-sober movement and get paid. What's wrong with people? They gangster.
It's the
Gangster. Hey, what can we put together, y'all? We need a swirl sweet something. Liquor. That ain't
it's the world's first distilled non-alcoholic spirit.
Why don't we just get an empty bag and put air in it?
And just sell it. Just sell empty bottles and be like, oh, this is Parisian air. I'll just sell it. I'll be like, this is Paris air in this empty bottle. That's what you get.
Oh my gosh.
Very low calorie.
Mm.
Right. Because you think about it, okay, so like I understand if we take a step back and say, okay, this is the whole wellness movement or what have you,
Right.
most of these cocktails aren't
very healthy
at all. They're not skinny, right? Because you're adding a whole lot of natural sugar to it, which sugar is sugar regardless.
Exactly.
And you need to have some type of sweetener or something of that nature. So I don't know how this is as healthy.
Sure.
Just because it doesn't have alcohol.
Yeah. No, you're right. You make a good point.
Okay, so behind this whole movement, is it a matter of health? Is it a matter of people who think that drinking is bad? People
were they all
have a problem with drinking?
Yeah,
it depends. I think it's different for everybody. Everybody has their different reasons for not drinking. But to me, my question is this a trend?
Right.
Is this a social media thing that is gaining you likes and gaining you money, for you to jump on this bandwagon and actually make some dollars out of it? Wow. But I don't know. It's different for everybody.
You need some dollars to pay for them non-alcoholic cocktails.
Like I read this article about this mom. Now this mom is a 30-something mom, and she had a blog, and she was tired of, I think she was a stay-at-home mom. So of course her culture was go to the park, take your kids, bring your champagne. It was just like be a mom and drink. That's pretty much all she did. And she was like, well, you know what if I gave this up? What if I tried something different? And once she gave up alcohol, she said she felt better. Her kids said she was more mellow and all these positive things. So she gave it up because it made her feel better. And I think she might not be the only one that feels that way.
It
But
sounded like she was drinking too much.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, cut back on the alcohol.
Right.
Right.
And
Right.
what about this? Get you some adult friends.
How about that?
mm,
And have a day out away from the children. So you don't have to drink all the time to be able to tolerate them. How about that?
yeah, you all make great points.
Yeah, but then on the flip side, I mean, you know, let me go back and not be full devil's advocate, but I mean, I guess there are some people out there in the world who really don't need to drink, or who could have a problem, or maybe feel like, oh gosh, what's the word, in their bloodline, or in their family heritage or whatever, there's an issue of alcoholism or something like that, so they don't even want to start.
Right.
Because I guess there exist people who can't control it.
Right. They
Right,
have
I said all that to get to that part. Who can't just have a drink, 2 drinks. It's like, I'm either not drinking or I'm drinking 20.
Right.
So I guess 20 juice cups is a nice way to still enjoy themselves when they're out, without having alcohol. But I also think so is a Coca-Cola. Like, I don't understand why it has to be like a whole, like, why are we mixing up things?
Yeah,
I
they
guess
only
want their drinks to look pretty too. I don't know.
Yeah, they also have, this other term was created called sober curious. Are you not sure? Do you want to cut back on alcohol, or, cut back all of it and not sure about it? What are the steps to doing that? That's a hashtag too. This lady wrote a whole book about it.
She wrote a book. She had enough content to write a book.
We need
her. Girl, you could have enough content to do literally anything right now.
Yep. And she coined the phrase sober curious. And what was about to say?
What is there to be curious about? Like, right. You know how you feel when you don't drink. Like, what are you curious about?
Whether you should do it or not, because, if somebody doesn't drink, I don't do it, but I know other people who ostracize folks who don't drink. Like, what? I don't.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I don't ostracize. Like, we're not going to be friends, but like, I don't ostracize. Like, you're probably fine as a human.
Well, that's why they have their own networks where they can, socialize with each other and not feel like the odd man out.
Wow.
I mean, I've gone out before and not had a drink, maybe because I'm on an antibiotic or what have you.
Sure.
But I don't feel, it sounds like, some people aren't sure or feel pressured that they have to drink. So this is the alternative. Mm-hmm. I completely get what Tanisha is saying about those people who may have had alcoholism or they don't want to partake or what have you. But I don't really think that there are people who are sitting in the dark shadows like, drink. You know what I mean? This to me sounds like that participation medal BS.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Everybody on the team gets one. Good job, everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
So no, go ahead, Glennis.
So I'm still trying to understand. So can we get this sober moving person on the Swirl Suite? We need to have.
There's several of them. Sure, we can.
We need to have.
I wanted us to get this out first because I knew it was going. I knew this was going to go down like this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I shouldn't be on that episode because I think I would laugh the whole time. Like, I think it might be shenanigans if I'm on that episode. I think I'll let you all have that, and I'll just watch it.
Mm-hmm.
That's good for ratings.
Yeah.
But also, do you think the person who started this used to be a member of AA, Alcohol Anonymous?
I don't know.
Well, still is a member, because you AA for life.
Oh, I thought you graduate once you finally kick the habit.
No, you're always.
No, don't they say they're always an alcoholic?
Yeah.
They're just,
No, but do they always have to go to the AA meetings talk about, hi, my name is?
No, I think not always. Just if they have a problem. If they're having like a rough time, they're like, all right, I got to go to a meeting. It's been a hard day.
Okay. Thank you for clarification.
So then there's this other issue. What if someone works in this industry that we're in and does have a problem, and you're around it all the time and it's an issue?
So there are actually a lot of people in our industry, whether it's wine or in spirits, that have a problem.
Yes.
And there have been a lot of articles written and a lot of podcasts and a lot of, putting people out there because they do have a problem.
Right.
So some of them have decided to stop drinking. Okay, that's fine. Because that goes along with what I said earlier about, okay, there was a problem. Now they have figured out this is what they need to do to solve it or to slow it down or whatever the case may be. That's fine. And you can still be in that industry and not drink. You can
absolutely
still know flavor profiles. You can still mix some things. I mean, they probably may taste from time to time. Because I don't mix up some new stuff and be like, here, taste this. No, what do you think? You just mix it up. But
I think the key too would be for people who are in this industry not to have an addictive personality. Because if you have an addictive personality, regardless of what the vice is, you're going to succumb to it.
Yeah.
So you have to have some self-control. So like homecoming happened all weekend and got to the last party on Sunday, and I was like, I don't want nothing to drink. It's like, no, I'm okay. Until, it was just too early, and I was like, it's a brunch. Now I'm good. So.
Well, let me say this. Having attended cocktail conferences and been around brand ambassadors, using Howard Homecoming as an example, in some of their lives, like Howard Homecoming is like every day or like every Thursday to Sunday.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, today, there's no way. I would be 6 feet under.
Yeah. So
recover.
Like after having gone to a cocktail conference first time I went to Tails, I was like, I don't know how y'all do this. Like I literally am about to lose it. It was the first day. I was like, okay, so
wow.
Like how am I this drunk? It's noon. Like this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
So understanding that while you may not even have an addictive personality, other people around you in certain situations, you may feel not pressured, but you don't know what else to do. You're like, all right, I'm here. The drinks are here. All right, I'll have 17. So let's just, do that.
No, how about her drink some water?
Some people say that, but you around it, you know what it tastes like, you know it's good. The good times are happening. You're with your friends or whatever. And so you just keep drinking. Well, and at a point, you're like, okay, I can't continue to do this because I will die because I feel my body shutting down. So, I can see there being a sober movement. Some people don't know how to balance it.
Oh, you're right.
That's what I was trying to get at. All right. Yeah. Sorry, I had to say a whole lot to get to the balance. But some people don't know how to balance it. So it's a matter of extremes. Either they're drinking all the time, going hard, or like, all right, let me go ahead and do the sober movement.
Yeah.
Like how a lot of people do dry January or dry January.
Yeah.
After the holidays, they're like, all right, I've drank all this stuff over the holidays. So now January, I'm not drinking.
Yeah, so that's where that speaking of balance, there's this website called A Balance Glass. And so this website specifically
Look at you with all the information and the resources, girl.
So A Balance Glass is pretty much a website. It's a forum created by two women in the wine industry just to keep professionals well. Like if you need tips, if you think you're developing a problem with alcohol, all right, how do I help? And, it's a pretty cool website. And this girl told a story. One of the creators told a story on a podcast. And she said she used to work with this company that was with Robert Mondavi. And she said when she was hired, when everybody hired gets a breathalyzer.
Wow.
So it's up to you to keep your ass in check about how much you drink. And if you still make bad decisions when you know how much you drank, and that's all on you.
So they make them.
I think there's some.
Often though.
Huh?
once they get hired, or is it like random piss tests?
No. Once you get hired, you have a breathalyzer, and
they give you one.
They give you one for you. So you carry it around with you. So when you're doing sales and you're tasting, if you decide not to dump or whatever, and you're drinking on the job, and it's up to you, make a decision. Am I going to leave my car here? Am I driving home? So
that's very smart, because it takes the liability off of the corporation. And puts it on the individual.
But there is a responsibility. There is a responsibility to be in this industry. Like everybody knows, especially you've been in this industry for a while, you know what your point is, what have you.
Right.
And to make those decisions about, okay, am I going to drive home? Am I going to Uber home? What am I going to do? I'm going to cut off here. I'm not spitting. I'm going to drink this glass.
Right.
Those are the responsibility. Those are the adulting decisions you make when you decide to be in this industry.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I do think it is slightly easier for us to keep it together than it is for people that work in spirits. I think the culture is different. I think the way we drink wine is different. Like, you just naturally drink wine slower than you drink liquor. I think the good times and the fun and the party and all that isn't necessarily as associated with wine as it is with liquor. Like, you're not shooting wine. I actually have a hard time doing that. Like, it's, oh, hey girl, we about to leave. All right, let me just take this last gulp. Ew.
Right.
That's exactly. All you do. Absolutely awful.
That's very true.
Yeah.
But my last sip of, cognac, all right, yeah, we about to take this to the head and then, get them up out of there. So I think with them, it's a little harder. And then they also drink a little more on the job too. I don't know. I just wanted to say that. I didn't have like a conclusion. I'm just thinking, like, from industry to industry. Like, I think it would be harder for them to be like, all right, let me get them a breathalyzer, and they walk around with that, as opposed to the wine salesperson having a breathalyzer and walk around with that. I know me, I probably forget to carry that breathalyzer every time I went somewhere. So like, what did your breathalyzer say? I don't know, that's at home.
Then the liability is back on you and off the corporation.
So let me ask y'all, like, what do you do to keep balance? Like at a conference, like, the Wine Bloggers Conference, where we're drinking for 3-4 days straight and going to tastings and having all these dinners. Like, how do y'all balance it all?
Spit and drink a lot of water.
Yeah.
And eat food that absorbs liquor. Because my first Wine Bloggers Conference, I didn't eat heavy food, and I was like, whoa, we starting at 10 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. Oh, slow down, pony. Get it together. I went right to the bar and got a burger and fries. Then it sustained me. I can't eat salads only.
Yeah. And the thing is, people assume that we eat good all the time at these wine events. No, that's a lie. Sometimes they got fruit and cheese on that table.
Exactly.
That is it.
And fruit and cheese will make you catch an L. It's just,
unless it's the delicious French cheeses.
Oh God!
But you can't eat enough cheese. I don't know. I'm not gonna say that French cheese is good, but how much French cheese are you gonna eat?
Girl, you literally have to eat like a wheel of brie.
Exactly my point.
And a baguette.
You need protein. You need a lot other. I need meat protein to sustain you. So and dancing.
Everything is not meant to be drunk. You know what I mean? Like you taste it. Oh, I have a sip of this, and then you don't.
Right.
But you're not gonna drink a full glass or even a 2 ounce pour of everything.
Right. Yeah. And you got to know when to say when, because I know I've left really nice wine events because they ain't had no food. Like, all right, let me just taste what I want to taste. And I'm going to go get something to eat because I can't be in here longer.
Right. Because you're like, I don't want to die.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. If we're not at a conference or industry event, the easiest way for me to keep drinking and not be bothered is to keep to dance and let my body metabolize the alcohol. If I'm dancing, I could drink more, but that's sitting still and drinking.
Yeah.
Another
You get up and move, sweat some of that out.
Yep. Exactly.
And what's your recovery process when you've been like after Howard Homecoming, Glennis? You just said you stopped, you drinking water. Is there certain things that you eat?
No, well, see, like I said, I eat all through the process. Like before, so at Sunday, I stopped at Starbucks. I got a egg white turkey bacon sandwich and 2 of those little egg bites. I needed to get that protein in my system to soak up the night before. And when I got to the next event, I was like, okay, I don't want none of that. I don't want none of that. So it was a brunch, so it started at 11. I didn't have my first glass of Prosecco till about 2 because it was just too much. So, you got to give yourself some time in between. And again, it's Howard's Homecoming, so every party I was gigging. So
yeah.
And also it was Prosecco, so you didn't have to drink that right away. You could let that sit.
Oh, you're sipping.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're sipping.
Tanisha, Leslie, what about you? You have like a recovery process?
I gotta sleep. Like I gotta sleep it off.
Okay.
Yeah. Water.
Oh yeah, you definitely got to drink a lot of water. That's a given. But the sleep piece, if I don't do the other things, I could go to bed drunk and wake up drunk. My body.
Absolutely. Yeah, that
has absolutely happened before. It is a horrible feeling.
On Glennis's birthday. No.
Oh, we had a ball.
Oh my gosh. I was so bad. And look, her and Leslie all up talking and cheering and shit. I'm like, how are y'all not still drunk?
Oh, I remember that. We had to dance off
We danced the whole hallway, right? Dance.
Oh, gosh.
Dance. I'm telling you, that's the key.
I think we finished almost every bottle in that place. And we had a lot of bottles.
And we even left some. Remember, we had 2
we leave some? Oh, okay.
We left maybe 6 because there was that little 6-pack thing I left for the next time. Yep. But we did drink a whole lot.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
We might need to hashtag y'all lives. Hashtag sober movement necessary.
But no, when I got back from New Orleans, all I wanted was, so Mom's Organic Market has this spot in the back called the Naked Lunch. And just think of Chipotle, but no meat.
Okay.
So,
okay.
So they have all these grain bowls back there. So I just get a big old grain bowl, and it has like kale and brown rice and all this good stuff in it. And and they also have kombucha on tap. So kombucha in a grain bowl, and I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's my recovery.
Yeah, I don't want to get out of bed to go get any of those things. So order and delivery. I'm queuing up the Netflix. Got a tub of water. Drink it.
That is freaking hilarious.
Yeah. Have you all ever tried any of those like hangover med? And now I'm taking it in a slightly different direction, but just
go ahead.
Like, any of the pre-drink things, like that you a pill or a drink that you take before you go out drinking, so that you won't feel a certain way after you drink?
Nope.
No.
I have not. Nah.
That silence was deafening. Okay.
No. Now, have you taken one?
Yeah, because I had some samples sent to me before.
Did it work?
A while ago.
Yeah, did it work?
I didn't notice a difference. Like, I mean, I didn't have a hangover, but I don't always have a hangover when I drink.
Gotcha.
Now, when I have had a hangover the next day, then I had these pills that are similar to, like, I'm saying pills. They're like Alka-Seltzers, and I put that in some water. Now, that was a game changer.
Okay.
I felt bright and peppy, and, I could rule the world in, like, a few hours.
And caffeine.
Yep, it was caffeine and then there's something else.
And see the benefit. I know exactly.
Yeah, it was a game changer.
or some other insect. That's interesting.
Yeah, I was like, I can do things now because otherwise I have to lay down.
Yep.
We should try one as a Swirl Suite experiment.
Hashtag, oh, I ain't mess with y'all.
No, we should. It would be like how we did that drunk episode before. It could be our holiday episode where we just, drink a bunch and then we're like, all right, let's take this Alka-Seltzer for drunks. And then,
and then like report on how we feel the next day.
Yeah. And also we'll get a breathalyzer and just breathalyze ourselves throughout the show. Like, all right, it's been 30 minutes. We had 3 shots. What are we doing? What is our breath about?
Oh my God.
Can I get a advanced tablet so I can look up all the ingredients first before we get to tasting stuff?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Run it through my little spreadsheets to see what we dealing with.
Yes, so you can tell us, yes.
Right, tell me after I take it. I don't want to know.
No, I want to tell you before you take it so you can make a responsible decision on whether to take it.
Well, I mean, if it makes me feel better, like that's literally the only responsible decision.
No. But next question, Sarita.
Once you have a hangover, you be like, I'll take anything. What? I don't care what it has in it. I'm sorry, you ground this up in dog food. Well, is it going to make me feel better? I'm in.
Oh, Jesus.
That's all I got. The sober movement.
Wow.
Yeah.
Final thoughts. I think that's interesting. If you need to do that for your life and you feel that is something that will work for you, then congratulations. I'm glad you have found your people and your movement is something that you can get behind and feel like you're a part of. But I also think that you should be able to better balance things in your life if you do want to drink. So there's that.
And if you're a bartender at one of these sober bars, we're going to need to talk to you.
Yeah, that would be great. Holla at us.
Yeah, please. We'll be
I wonder if your tips are as equal to, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because when people tend to be a little freer with their money when they are
a little bit more tipsy.
Yeah, exactly.
And also, how much are you drinking if you are at the sober bar? Like, are you drinking 4 sober cocktails? I mean, are you drinking 4 juice cocktails?
Right. Good question.
Yeah, it's a very good question.
Is there happy hour on those?
Right. So your is $2 instead of $4?
I guess I got a request to do a mocktail sober thing for a client to mix it up like it's the bar.
Huh.
Wait, say what now?
Yeah.
They wanted you to do what?
They wanted me like as if we were serving cocktails, but they wanted them all alcohol free.
Oh. Did you say yes?
Oh yeah, I did.
Okay. And so what did you make?
Oh, I presented the proposal, but they decided not to do it.
Oh,
but I presented a proposal to do like 3 different mocktails.
Okay. So I'm on the website for this called Listen Bar.
Listen.
So it's in New York City and it has the word listen and bar has a slash through it.
Oh.
And the picture is this girl holding like a big coconut and with 2 straws in it. And I mean, they're holding actual cocktails with mint and lemon and yeah, so it's a regular bar. They have a karaoke party. They're having a Halloween party. Oh Lord, they having a whole mixologist class. How about that?
A booze-free bar NYC. I fund women.
Interesting. Well, now we know.
Wow.
I mean, again,
yeah,
this is all well and good. And we're not here to shame anyone who has decided not to drink. And if that's their life and that's what they want to do. Like, I don't want anybody listening to be like, you all were shaming them. And if you want to make the decision.
Boycott Swirl Suite.
Right. Like, that's not what we're doing here. But it just,
It's an interesting concept.
Yeah.
Yeah, that it. I mean, I can understand always having that option because, yeah, for whatever reason, I mean, you know, somebody got to drive us drunk people home, so somebody can't drink, and you know, they need a juice cocktail. But to make it into a movement, I mean, all right,
Yeah.
enjoy it.
Enjoy
I'm
it.
good, love, enjoy.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, that's it.
And
Cheers, everybody. We'll be back next week.
yes.
Thanks for joining the Swirl Suite, everybody. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Swirl Suite. You can follow all of us individually. Find me up, Vino Noir, Girl Meets Glass, Vino 301. Have a great Wednesday. Cheers.